guys, Rika here. And today I bring you the long-awaited Central Tyria Mastery Experience Guide. Central Tyria Mastery tracks require a total of 31,432,500 total experience to complete. I've gone through all of the available options for gaining Central Tyria experience solo and with open world groups. In this guide, I will be going through all of the options for Central Tyria experience gain from top to bottom, beginning with the most experience per hour. Timestamps are below so that you can skip around chapters as needed. For all of the longer Central Tyria experience sections, I will be giving all of the relevant information at the very beginning and then showcasing some gameplay. The first 5 sections of the video are going to go over your options for getting experience boosters. As always, links will be in the description for your reference. So without further ado, let's get into this guide. Guild enhancements are stat boosts that you can gain from the bartender in your guild tavern. In order to use guild enhancements, you will need to have the Heart of Thorns expansion unlocked on your account. Your guild experience enhancement can be anywhere from 3 to 10% XP boost, depending on how many enhancements have been unlocked in your guild hall. In order to enter the guild hall, press G to open your guild panel, and press the button in the top right-hand corner saying Enter Guild Hall. Once inside the guild hall, find Nathan the bartender. He'll have a vendor icon above his head, and you will also see the icon on the map. Do keep in mind that you can only use one guild enhancement at a time, so while you're using the XP enhancement, you will not be able to gain the others. Consumable boosters are items that you can use that give you a certain duration of a stat boost. The duration of the boost is going to depend on the item. It can be anywhere from 5 minutes to an entire 24 hours. The important thing to remember here is that one item from each of the categories on the left can be stacked with the others. So, one booster, one utility, one food item, one Lunar New Year fireworks stack, a Winter's Blessing, and a guild banner can all be stacked for extra experience. If you haven't heard of it before, the Black Lion Trading Company website is a place where you can search for an item, anything that you can find on the trading post, and see if it is cheaper to buy it off the trading post or craft it. As always, links are in the description for all of this information, including the link to the Black Lion Trading Company website. Although you can use an item from each of these categories on the left for an experience boost, keep in mind also that it is not necessary for leveling. There is a dynamic leveling system in the game, and it really is much better than a lot of other Morpegs. In this guide, I'm not going to be maxing out my XP boost in the interest of showcasing how any average Joe can do this. If you would like to see a video in the future of me doing an XP grind with maxed out XP boost, please let me know in the comments. So in general, it's going to be easier for you to obtain food, utility items, and possibly banners, depending on your guild and whether or not you're lucky enough to find a banner in a major city or maybe a world versus world map. Just as a little side note, if you are going to invest any money in these consumable boosters, or if you're using some of the boosters that you get from the Black Lion Trading Company or from daily login rewards or birthdays, I would strongly suggest not going AFK on your character. Make sure you log out, because that time will be preserved. If you do decide to go the route of world bosses for experience, I would suggest that while you're waiting around, you just kill everything in sight and gather as much as you can, because all of that will give you experience so that your time won't be wasted. The Well-Rested bonus is something that came out with the End of Dragons expansion last year. Basically, the way it works is if you have the End of Dragons expansion on your account and you've started to put mastery points into the Arborstone Revitalization mastery tracks, you will begin to earn the Well-Rested bonus. The percentage of bonus that you gain is going to depend on how many mastery tracks you have completed within Arborstone Revitalization. Each mastery track is going to add a 5% bonus. So you have 2 options to gain this bonus. Either you can camp out in Arborstone for 4 hours, say when you're logged out for the night, or you can use a chair. While you're seated on a chair, whichever chair of your choice, you will gain 1 minute and 20 seconds of the well-rested bonus for every 10 seconds that you're seated. It's worth noting that with a chair, initially, you will have to sit for 5 minutes to start gaining the well-rested bonus. Whether you gain your well-rested bonus by sitting around in Arborstone, logging out in Arborstone, or sitting around in your comfiest cat chair, you will gain up to 4 hours of the well-rested or incredibly well-rested bonus. Combining the Arborstone well-rested bonus and sitting in a chair, you can actually get up to 4 hours, 1 minute, and 20 seconds total. If you're in the habit of leaving your character standing around doing nothing while you're AFK instead of logging out of the game, it is worthwhile to get in the habit of using a chair if you're outside of Arborstone, because it will refresh your well-rested bonus up to the 4 hours, 1 minute, and 20 seconds. Amulet enrichments can be purchased from any laurel vendor in any major city. Just go to any major city and look for this icon on the map. Each XP amulet enrichment will cost you 10 laurels. You can place 1 enrichment in each ascended amulet, and you can have 1 amulet per character. The experienced enrichment will give you a plus 20% boost to experience from kills. Open the second tab at the laurel vendor and scroll all the way down to find the enrichments. If you don't have enough laurels now, just wait, you will get more from daily login rewards. In a 28-day cycle, you will get 35 laurels total and the option of getting an additional 20 at the end of the month. In order to equip the enrichment, open up your hero panel with H, go to the equipment tab, double-click on your ascended amulet, select the enrichment slot, which is going to look like an infusion slot, click on the enrichment that you want to put in there, and hit accept. Ascended amulets can be obtained in many cost-effective ways. In this video, I'm going to show you how to get one from Bloodstone Fen in Living World Season 3. Check the link in the description below for other ways to obtain Ascended amulets. In addition to Bloodstone Fen, you can also get Ascended amulets from Lake Doric, Draconis Mons, and Siren's Landing in Living World Season 3. You just need to farm the map specific currency and unbound magic. Once you've ported into Bloodstone Fen, go ahead and make your way all the way down to the ground in the northwest section of the map where you'll see an unbound magic vendor. Go ahead and talk to Scholar Raka and see what she can make. You'll want to get the Blood Ruby Pendant, which is going to cost 125 Blood Rubies and 3,000 unbound magic. If you're in a different Living World Season 3 map, just go ahead and find the Unbound Magic vendor in that map and use that map currency along with the 3,000 Unbound Magic. The Silverwastes is a part of the Maguuma Waste area of Tyria, which is included in Living World Season 2. This is a popular area for Core Tyria experience and gold grinding, so you will likely see groups in LFG most times of the day. When you zone into the Silverwastes, it's a good idea to check the map and see if there's a commander active. If there is, go ahead and join their squad. If the map seems to be dead, it's a good idea to check the LFG tool, go into Core Tyria and squads, and see if there's anything listed for Riba, R-I-B-A, which is going to be the Silverwaste rotation. Completing a run through the map, doing the entire meta, and the chests afterwards takes about 40 minutes if you have a decent squad. Even with minimal XP boosters, as you can see at the bottom of my screen there, I was able to manage 1,389,958 experience per hour. Out of all of the available Core Tyria activities, the Silverwastes surpassed every single one of them by far with the experience per hour gained. The only Core Tyria experience gain that I know of, which would be better than the Silverwastes, would be blasting through Tier 4 Fractals, but as I am not geared for those yet, I was unable to do so. So your strategy for the Silverwastes is to get into a squad and follow the squad, tagging everything you possibly can and following the Reba rotation. As my goal here was to basically demonstrate your XP gain as an average player, I wasn't trying to max out my XP, so I only did half of Reba. Map completion is exactly what it sounds like, getting 100% completion on a map, whether it be in the city or open world. In order to see how much you have completed a map, all you need to do is press M and have a look in the top left corner. Within each major city, you're going to need to find all of the waypoints, points of interest, and vistas. If you're not sure which of these you have not found yet, go ahead and open up your map and look for any of the icons that are not filled in. If you've never heard of taco markers, text guides, or Blish HUD, I strongly recommend taking a look at the links in the description. Now, heart quests, the one on the bottom there, are not something that you have to worry about in any of the major cities, but you will have to do them in each of the open world maps. As an added bonus for doing map completion, for each map that you do complete, you have a chance at getting a Black Lion chest key. I will be showcasing how to do the heart quests, which you only need to do in the open world maps, not in the major cities, but basically you just need to get 100% progress by doing specific tasks. The tasks for each heart quest are going to vary, and they are going to be within a specific area of the map. So as I've done with all of these things, I calculated how much experience per hour I would get, and the total on this one was 926,873 experience, which ranks number 2 in the list, after Silverwastes. Map completion, in my opinion, is one of the best options for Core Tyria experience gain, just because you are going to need to 100% the entire Core Tyria map in order to get Gifts of Exploration, which are required for making legendary weapons. If you are interested in crafting legendary weapons at some point in the future, you will get 2 Gifts of Exploration for each character that you do map completion on. Map completion on all Core Tyria maps can take quite some time. If you're a casual player, it would probably take about 2 weeks, so doing this for XP gain is definitely a bonus. With heart quests, you're going to see a description underneath the heart quest text in the top left corner. A good rule of thumb here is that anything that you can interact with in the area and any enemies that you can kill will likely give you heart quest credit. All you need to do here is continue to complete tasks within the heart quest area, which will be indicated by the top right corner icon being there. It will disappear if you leave the area, and once you hit 100% you will know because the heart icon will disappear. Fractals of the Mists are a unique type of dungeon for 5-player groups. In order to access the Fractals of the Mists, you just need to go to Lion's Arch or the Mistlock Sanctuary and go into the Mist Portal. If you've never been into the Fractals of the Mists before, you're going to start on Tier 1 at the very first Fractal. This is, of course, going to be much easier and faster with a group, but I'm going to show how it can be done solo. The console there is where you're going to decide which fractal to go into, but of course I don't have any choice except for number 1. After you've selected the fractal that you'd like to try, run to the middle shiny portal thing, which is going to pop up with a fractal transit query when you get close enough, and press yes when you're ready. So there are events and bosses in fractals, all of which have their own unique mechanics. Some of those mechanics are not going to allow you to solo the fractals, so it is worth noting that there are fractals that are pretty much impossible for you to solo. There are daily fractals every single day that people are going to form groups for, so it is worth looking into LFG to see if there are any groups available that you can join. As far as experience farming goes, the higher tier the fractal and the quicker that you can do it with an experienced group, the better. This fractal took me 45 minutes to solo, and I got 329,705 experience for that, translating to 412,131 experience per hour. If you were to run this fractal with a 5-man group, it would about half the time, which would translate to over 800,000 experience per hour. And that's for a Tier 1 fractal. For those just starting out who haven't yet acquired Ascended gear, you don't need to worry about agony resistance until fractal level 20. For a full rundown on the strategy for the Volcanic fractal that I'm showcasing here, see the link in the description.
Our god demands sacrifice! Don't falter! Our god will slay the intruders!
So I soloed another tier 1 fractal, and I basically did this for comparison with the Volcanic fractal, just for fun. So the Volcanic fractal turned out to be about 412,131 experience per hour, and the Uncategorized fractal turned out to be more like 259,866 experience per hour. So the Volcanic fractal is actually better for some reason. If you're interested in the strategy for the Uncategorized fractal, do check out the link in the description. Otherwise, this is just another fun example of ways to get Core Tyria experience. I did actually do this fractal in 2 parts because I couldn't remember how to fight Old Tom, so I had to come back.
departure would be optimal, but no more.
The Ascalonian Catacombs are a dungeon in the Plains of Ashford in Ascalon. If you haven't done the dungeon before, you're going to start out in story mode. I'm running this solo, which takes much longer. If you do this with an experienced 5-man group, it'll take about 20 minutes. Running this through story mode, I got 186,195 experience in 40 minutes, which translates to 279,292 experience per hour. If you were to run this with an experienced 5-man group, you would be doing this in about 20 minutes, which would translate to 558,585 experience per hour. Obviously, the experience will be better if you do this with an experienced full group, but it is a lot of fun to challenge yourself with a solo dungeon. World bosses are special event bosses that spawn in the open world of Tyria. World bosses reward a special chest when defeated, which can be looted once per day. That includes a bonus chest containing rare or exotic equipment. See the link in the description for the event timer for all world bosses. If you have the World Boss Portal device, you can easily jump between World Boss and World Boss to maximize your experience gain. Along with my Arborstone Well Rested bonus, I was able to grab Hero's Banner and Birthday Cake to maximize my XP gain, and I totaled 216,312 experience per hour. There's a ton of Core Tyria experience to be gained doing the Living World Seasons 1 and 2 episodes. Here, I'm including a short clip of Living World Season 2. All you have to do to start the Living World Seasons 1 or 2 story is to go into the little star icon in your hero panel and begin the episode. Once you begin an episode in the Living World Seasons, you're going to see a green star on your map indicating where you need to go. Once you find that circle on the ground and enter the instance, you'll be starting the Living World story. Once inside the story instance, you won't be getting any loot from the enemy kills. You will be getting loot from things like achievements and completing the chapter, but you will be getting experience for all of the kills inside the instance. This story chapter took me about 20 minutes to complete and gave me 48,794 experience, which equates to 146,382 experience per hour. That's not a lot of experience per hour, but if you need the mastery points in order to get your mastery tracks maxed out, it is actually worth going through and doing these.
Excuse me, Corporal. Looks like you've got a problem on your hands.
You might say so. We need to get through those vines, but they're impassable.
How about we give you a hand?
That'd be great. We're a small expedition.
What are you doing so far from the beach?
We're tracking. Show up everywhere there's death.
You guys do that.
Back here, our outpost campus is all out of time.
The Legendary Leyline Anomaly is an event that happens every 2 hours. The wiki page does give you a reference for where and when that's going to happen, as he does rotate maps. This event is often included in World Boss trains and is definitely worth the experience gain if you're able to make it. So for a total of 3 minutes of actual effort after waiting for him to spawn, I got 48,462 experience. Of course, you can only kill this guy every 2 hours, but just for the sake of fun, if you were to kill him every 20 minutes, including the kill time, it would be 145,386 experience per hour. At 20 minutes after the hour, have a look at the map and try to find the boss icon. You do usually see the nearest waypoint linked in map chat as a courtesy. You can either look for the icon and go to the nearest waypoint, or click the link in map chat to get there. When you have a large group of people, once he is available to be damaged, he is probably not going to last more than a minute. Overall, this is a really quick and easy way to get a nice chunk of experience and a nice shiny mystic coin. If you're wondering where he keeps all of those coins, it is still a mystery, considering that he doesn't seem to be wearing any clothes. In conclusion, in order from 1 to 7, the best experience gains for Central Tyria mastery tracks are Silverwastes, Map Completion, Fractals of the Mists, Ascalonian Catacombs, World Bosses, Living World Seasons 1 and 2, and the legendary Leyline Anomaly. In the best case scenario, based on my own testing, it would take 22.61 hours to complete the Central Tyria mastery tracks, given that I have the mastery points available. Alternatively, on the worst case scenario side of things, it could take me 214.73 hours to complete my Central Tyria mastery tracks. I do hope that you found this guide helpful. If you'd like to see anything in a future guide, please let me know in the comments below. See you later!